the music scene today.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to trace the career of Stefano Pesapane.
Cool.
You might not recognize the name right away, but this guy's a drummer, and he's played with some of the biggest names in music.
Really?
Yeah, we've got some
Wow.
we've got some cool sources from a music podcast
Yeah.
all about Stefano, and
Nice.
his story is pretty wild.
I like it.
Talk about a career that's all about rhythm.
I'm excited to learn more about him.
Yeah, it's crazy is that it's not just about talent.
Right.
It's about getting started early and making smart decisions.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that really shapes a musician's career, for sure.
I was blown away that this guy was playing in nightclubs when he was 16.
Wow, 16.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I mean, most kids that age are just thinking about homework,
Exactly.
not rocking out on stage.
It's true.
So do you think that getting into the professional world that young gives you an advantage later on?
I mean, it's got it, right? It's like an apprenticeship.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting real world experience. You're learning how to connect with different types of audiences.
Oh, yeah.
And you're dealing with the stress of performing live at 16.
I know.
I mean, those are things you don't learn in school.
Yeah, you can't learn that stuff in a classroom.
No?
And it's not like he just stopped there.
Right.
He kept going. He formally studied music in Rome,
Oh, wow.
then went to Berklee's summer program.
Oh, wow.
Berklee's like a place to be for jazz.
Yeah.
What do you think he picked up there that gave him an edge?
Well, Berklee is really known for pushing musicians beyond just the technical stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they focus a lot on improvisation and collaboration.
Yeah.
So you can imagine Stefano in this environment just jamming with other musicians, thinking on his feet and mixing different styles.
Right?
It's basically a musician's boot camp.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Boot camp.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so he's got the experience, he's got the education,
Right.
and then he's performing with the night workers in Morocco and Greece.
Wow.
I mean,
That's pretty cool.
part of me is kind of jealous playing music in these amazing places,
Yeah.
but I guess it's not always glamorous, right?
Yeah. Touring in the beginning can be rough, especially early on.
Yeah.
But it's a really good chance to network.
Oh, for sure.
You're meeting tons of other musicians, promoters, producers.
Right.
All those connections are like seeds being planted.
I love that analogy.
You know, who knows what might come out of them?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of connections, this guy was like a networking master.
Oh, really?
He toured with the Rocky Roberts Orchestra. He even played with jazz legends like Sonny Costanzo and Tony Scott.
Oh, wow.
Was that luck, or was there something more going on?
Well, there's always some luck involved.
Yeah.
But I think it was more than that.
Okay.
Remember those early tours we were talking about?
Yeah.
Those probably opened doors for him to work with these bigger names. It's all about building a reputation, being dependable, and taking chances when they come up.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And then in 1999, he picks up and moves to the Netherlands.
Really?
Yeah. And just keeps going with all sorts of different projects.
Wow. So he just kept going, huh?
Oh, yeah.
He just kept playing.
This guy's adaptable.
He's gotta be.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. The music world is global.
Right.
And it's always changing.
Yeah.
You can't just stick to one style or one place.
Exactly.
Stefano moving to the Netherlands shows he wasn't afraid to leave his comfort zone, learn new things,
Yeah.
and connect with a whole bunch of new people.
Totally.
Yeah?
And then he makes this huge career change
What's that?
in 2020.
Okay.
He becomes an A&R for Berklee Records.
Uh-huh.
Now, some of our listeners might not know what that is.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Can you explain what an A&R does in the music industry?
Sure. So A&R stands for Artists and Repertoire,
Oh,
and they're basically the talent scouts of the music world.
Oh.
They find new artists, they help them develop their sound, and they guide their careers.
wow.
It's a really big job,
Yeah.
and you need a really good ear for talent,
Right.
and you need to know the music industry inside and out.
It's like he went from being the student
Right.
to the teacher.
Exactly.
What do you think made him make that switch?
I don't know, it makes you wonder if after all those years of touring and collaborating,
Yeah.
maybe he wanted to give back and help new talent grow.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it, he's worked with the best.
Right.
He knows what it takes to be successful.
Exactly.
Now he can use all that to help the next wave of musicians.
That's really cool.
It is.
And he's still in the loop.
Oh, yeah?
He's worked with Gucci Mane and Eminem.
Wow.
These are not names from the past.
No, they're not.
This guy knows how to stay ahead of the game.
That's the mark of someone who really knows their craft.
Right.
He's not just sitting back and relaxing. He's growing, adapting to new sounds, working across genres. It's like he never stops learning, and
Yeah.
that's what keeps his work fresh and relevant.
So all of this leads to him becoming a Gold Bentley Records artist.
Wow.
And then he joins their inner circle.
That's huge.
That's like the top of the mountain for a musician.
It is.
What a story.
It really shows his passion for music and for rhythm.
Yeah.
Think about it, from those early days in those nightclubs to working with huge names and shaping the future of music.
Amazing.
It's a real story of dedication and talent.
Stefano's story is really inspiring.
It is.
What does his career tell us about the importance of learning and being open to new things?
That's a great question.
How can we apply that to our own lives, that always be learning mindset?
That's something to think about for sure.
Keep those ears open.
Right.
We'll catch you on our next deep dive.
I'll be here.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
Bye.